All right, we are joined by Mentor head football coach Matt Gray. It feels weird for me to say that because for the longest time I've been saying Coach Trivisonno, and that's actually where we'll start, Coach. I mean, you take over an incredible program that was really helped built by Coach Trivisonno. Just taking this job and taking on this whole experience. What's this all been like for you?
It's been a tremendous journey, and it just being able to work under Coach Triv for the past 8 years, it was an unbelievable experience for me, for myself personally. Being able to see that day by day interactions and being able to have the standards and have the expectations to go out there and compete with the best of the best and doing everything you can on that particular day to go give yourself a chance to be able to win a state championship and being able to see that firsthand and now handing the reins over to me back in January and being able to do that, it has been a tremendous experience. These kids, this community, this school has been awesome throughout their support, the work ethic, even through these challenging times.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, when you think of public school programs, I went to Solon. I mean, Mentor is like the gold standard, though, when it comes to high school football around here. Just, how much pressure is there on you to really continue this great tradition?
I don't really view it as pressure. I think it's one of those type of deals where we challenge our kids all the time. We want to be the best version of ourselves each and every single day. And that's what I'm trying to do as the head football coach here at Mentor High School. And when we get to those points and being able to get into the playoffs and compete in those big games, that will take care of itself. But we know and understand that we got to give our absolute best every single day for us to be able to compete at a high level. And that's what we want to do here at Mentor High.
Coach, what's this all been like for you? I mean, I know you teach at the school, but I mean, just the fact that you guys are, taking on this type of year, an unprecedented year. I mean, we haven't ever had anything like this. What's the football experience been like?
It's been a whirlwind, and being able to get back on June 8th with our kids and our players in person and starting those workouts was awesome. And really, once this started going down in middle of March, I think it was March 13th is when we got shut down as a school district. And the kids came together. They decided they wanted to be able to hold the digital meetings. Our strength coach, Coach Wilcox, sent out every single day workouts. So the kids really worked hard. They challenged themselves both in the classroom as well as on the football field in terms of their lifting, their running, as well as the X's and O's. And we were meeting several times a week with our kids football-wise. They were doing workouts every single day. Once we came back, there have been a lot of different modifications and different aspects that we have had to incorporate in terms of locker room, in terms of the weight room, in terms of water, that type of deal, that our kids and our staff have just really accepted it and understood the challenge that we've had of this is what we had to do to be able to compete out there on Friday nights, which we all know and love, and be able to have that opportunity. We got to make some of these sacrifices, and I can't say enough about our players and our coaching staff and how they've handled this throughout this entire time.
Coach, you're way closer to it than I am, but at least from looking at it, we had a camera on the sidelines at your game against Medina Friday. From the outside looking in, everything, again, I know this is a marathon situation, but it feels safe. It feels like, the protocols are being followed. What's your perspective?
It really is. And once we got that understanding of what it has to look like, our staff and our players have just handled it well. I mean, I barely even have to talk to our kids about spacing out in terms of wearing their masks, being in the locker room when they're supposed to. I don't even have to really have those conversations anymore because they're really handling it the right way and with a mature mindset and mature attitude. So really that to me has made my job a lot easier. But we're doing everything in our power. So when those kids are not on the field, they put their mask on, they're spread out. Medina had a great way of being able to put some chairs on the sideline so we can spread out compared to being on a bench. Sometimes the kids like to congregate and get together. So we're doing everything in our power to make sure that each and every single one of our kids are safe. And when they leave here, they're in the right place.
And just your thoughts on how the OHSA has set this up with the 6-game season. Everybody makes the playoffs. I mean, Coach, given the circumstances, this is probably as good as you could do, right?
Yeah, and really once we kind of got that information, I really thought it was a great idea because there's so much uncertainty. I mean, you take a look, there are a couple schools that have been shut down, and there are a couple schools that picked up games. They played on Saturday. They picked them up on Friday night. I think that was Maple Heights and St. Vincent St. Mary's. And so there's just so much uncertainty throughout these first 6 weeks. So really with everybody qualifying and having that opportunity, you're not penalizing whether a school that could have a virus or their opponent for not being able to play and be able to kind of keep going with this season because there's so much at stake. And being able to play this game, it's so much more than just Friday nights. It's the camaraderie. It's the chance to move to the next level as well for some of these guys, our upperclassmen. And a lot of those opportunities, they're not going to come around if they're not playing. I think that's a way that, one, we got to make sure we're doing this the right way and keeping everybody safe, but giving these kids and these seniors that opportunity to move to the next level and be able to do something with their teammates and with their friends.
Coach, the schedule is no joke for you guys. You start off with Medina, a playoff team a year ago. You beat them, and now you're going to take on Euclid. I mean, this is a pretty tough stretch you guys have here.
Yeah, you open up. We go Medina week 1, and they're a very talented, good football team. Obviously, their quarterback has had a lot of notoriety. I'm really proud and pleased with how our guys came out and just played extremely hard. They played physical football, and they played 48 minutes worth of football. That was awesome to see. Now it's no time to rest because we got the Euclid Panthers, who have about 5 to 7 Division I type of kids that they're extremely physical, athletic team that they're going to come out. It's going to be a big game on Friday night. Week 3, we have St. Ed's. Week 4 is Brunswick. Week 5 is Elyria, and Week 6 is Strongsville. So this is going to be, if we have that opportunity to be able to play in the playoffs, we're going to be battle tested and we're going to be ready to go for that. And really, that's what we want to do here at Mentor. We want to challenge ourselves in the regular season to be able to make sure that we know what our strengths and weaknesses are, and we can be able to play at our peak once we get to that point of the playoffs.
Coach, great stuff. Really appreciate the time, and good luck the rest of the way here.
Appreciate it. Absolutely. It's been a journey, but we're excited about it. And like I said, our kids and our staff have done an amazing job with this.